Hi guys, it's Angie Bell with My Fairy Treasures. Okay, you guys, I'm going to show you spinning. And I'm spinning this, I'm calling it Fairies and Unicorns is this colorway that I'm spinning. So this whole art yarn that I'm spinning, I'm calling it Fairies and Unicorns because look how pretty it is. Like, I'm going to show it on the wheel. Let me go really close to the wheel. Look how pretty that looks. Isn't that gorgeous, you guys? Okay, I want to show you what let me come up to the counter because you won't be seeing this while I'm spinning. So excuse, this is what I am spinning today. So there is the wool in the back, which is roving, okay? And I've hand dyed that, and look how pretty I dyed it. I dyed it in a pot, and I dyed it all those beautiful colors. The beautiful purple and teals and fuchsia color, and there might be some pink in there. And then in this art yarn, in this Fairy and Unicorn art yarn, I'm going to spin in, see the purple right here? These are purple strips of like fabric that I made look like ribbon. So some like purpley handmade ribbon that I just, you know, just took a sheet or fabric and just shredded it up. And then these are some sparkly stuff that I got from, just some sparkly fibers I got from Joann's. Then, right there, let me go in really close. These are gorgeous, you guys. Look how these turned out. Let me see if I can spread them out a little bit more so you guys can see how gorgeous it is. Let's see if I can see. Okay, those are sheep locks that I got, and I dyed those, and look how they dyed up. Aren't those gorgeous? I think they turned out so pretty. They dyed up again that fuchsia color, a little bit of the purple, the teal. There might be a little bit of pink in there, and then there's some ribbons right on the side that are right there. Hopefully, I'll focus. That I'm also going to spin in here. So, along with some spinning art spinning techniques, I'm going to be using. So let's get started. Let me get down to 2.8. Okay. Now I'm sorry, guys. We're going to go down to my spinning wheel again. Okay, so there we go. Let me just make sure. Sorry guys, I'm going to place my camera for just a second. Okay, I just want to make sure that you guys can see everything. Okay, so I'm going to come down to my spinning wheel now. And what I'm doing is coarse spinning. Excuse my head. And excuse me, I'm in my pajamas, you guys. I'm very cozy in my pajamas. Spinning in my pajamas. Okay. I am doing coarse spinning, and what coarse spinning means is that I am, back my chair up a little bit, I'm using a core, and I'm spinning the yarn and fibers around some other type of fiber. So this is some fiber that I get at Joann's, and Pinky Punky, I don't know what she used, but it seemed like something like this, and I use this also as another element because I will make some coils using this, going the opposite way. But I'm spinning everything on here. Also, this shows through on some of the spaces, so it adds texture to the whole thing, and it's pretty. It matches everything. So that's what coarse spinning is, and that's why I have that. And I have that down here in a bowl, okay? So I just dropped that in my bowl right now. All right, so let's get started. Let me just situate myself in front of my spinning wheel, and hopefully you guys are still seeing everything. Okay, there we go. So here we go, and you guys will see some sparkly stuff. It's called Angelina. It will not, it's very, very soft. It spins right into everything. It's not itchy or pokey or anything. The stuff is awesome. So here we go. All right, let's get going here. There we go. Okay. So that's the sparkle that you guys are seeing. All right, so we got some of that. So the pattern is well, I kind of have a pattern going. I did like a bauble right here. So that's I did a honeycomb right there. And I did a, so anyway, that's a honeycomb. After that, I want to do in between each like technique, baubles or honeycombs or knots or whatever I'm doing. I want to try to put in a lock or a ribbon. So that's the goal. And some people are like, do you lose track? Heck yeah, I lose track. Okay, but that's the goal. Okay. So look how pretty that is. Doesn't that look gorgeous? I love it. Okay, I'm trying to get that to go in. Okay, my bobbin's getting really, really full, you guys, so I will have to probably physically spin my bobbin a lot to get everything to spin on. It's not pulling as much as it should be, but it's fine. Anyway, continuing on. Then what I like to do is I like to put a piece of my fiber right on top of that, especially once I've right after I've done a lock, because just to make sure that that lock is extra locked in there. So there we go. Just a second, you guys. I'm going to see something really quickly. Also, sometimes I just let go of the fiber a little bit just to make sure that I don't overspin things. Just a second. I feel like there's something getting caught up here on my wheel. Maybe there's not. Yeah, it's going to be me pretty soon with my hair. Okay. Maybe there's nothing getting caught up. Okay, I have a lot of things poking out of this whole thing, so I could easily get caught up. Okay, so we just spun that. I want to do next a coil, so I'm going to do that next. Let's get going. And this is how you, oh, here we go. I'm going to do this little coil here. Not little, big coil. And then, here we go. Okay. And when I'm spinning this, this is just what I like to do. When I'm spinning this and I get towards the end of a piece of fiber, I like to go back and forth, and then it kind of knots itself, so that when if I'm going to make fringes or something out, just for fringe or whatever, I can cut it in places and it's not going to all unravel. So that's what I do when I come at the end of some fiber. So so we did one, and so that was a coil, but it's not a regular coil because it's done with this type of with this very textured yarn. So it turns out like this, but I think it turns out really, really cool. Okay, so next I'm going to spin in. Let's put that away. I'm going to spin in some like ribbon. I'm going to mix some ribbon with some these pink fibers. So that's what I'm going to mix in. Okay, but before I do that, I need to get started here with this. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to put that in right there, and then whatever the fiber is that I'm going to spin in, like this ribbon and this fiber, I put it behind it, and then keep going. And I hold on to everything for a little bit, and then I let go of that, and then I just start going like this. Okay? And then, look, this is all hooked in there. Look how cool that looks. Right? That looks fabulous. Let me show you guys. See? I think that looks really cool. Okay, so next we will do a bobble. Next, I'm going to add some more fiber on here. There we go. Let's get going. Okay, so there's a bobble. And then I'm going to do a honeycomb. Then I'm going to do this coming out here. And then I'm going to do a lock. Just a second, guys. Sorry, I keep coming down here. I feel like something's getting caught up here. I'm not quite sure what it is. Okay. All right. Let's do a lock. Sorry if I put my head in the way. I needed to go down there and adjust the tension. Something wasn't right. All right, so we got ourselves a lock. And you want to use the sure end, which means this is the nice end. See how that's all pretty? The sure end is the kind of the fuzzier side, which is going to catch onto the yarn. So that's the part you want to use. And somebody said, comment, they think this looks, they're like, that looks really hard. You guys, it's not hard at all. People have been spinning yarn for years. Maybe not making art yarn for years, or maybe they have, I don't know. But it's not hard at all, you guys. It really isn't. All I did to learn this was watch some videos, a lot of videos, and then just, you know, get started. Okay. All right, we're gonna go and put that at the top again. What you want to do is you want to keep this balanced here. So once it gets spun too much in a certain area, you want to move it along the pegs. So I'm going back up to the top. Okay, and you're going to do, what are we going to do now? Okay, we're going to do another one of these. One of these, and we're going to do a ribbon and a piece of fiber. Oh, I'm going to do that. Sorry guys, I'm not used to having to talk my way through it. I usually am just going and going. You get yourself in like a little bit of a rhythm. So you lose a little of your rhythm when you're explaining things. But if I don't explain it, how are you gonna know what the heck I'm doing? So there we go. Let's get going there. Now we're gonna add in our fiber and get going with it. Oh, get going. There we go. All right, and that is locked in there. See how pretty that looks? All locked in. I think that looks gorgeous. So now we're gonna do a what are we gonna do? Coils. So here we go. Let me lock on here and coil. So you just feed it like that, and then come out and like that. Okay, and that looks pretty cool. So I love that. So let you guys look at that for a minute. So that's what we have so far. I think that looks really, really cool. And I've learned how to knit this art yarn. You do it in a very open knit pattern. If you guys want to see that, leave a comment below and I will do a little sampling of that. I learned it from How to Spin Yarn. I learned it from her. And her name is Ashley, yeah, I believe. And she had a video on it, and that's how I learned how to a really nice little knit pattern, open knit pattern for open knit stitch, I should say, to knit art yarn. What am I doing next? Next we'll do a tail. Okay. Go. There we go. Let's lock the tail in with some more fiber right at the end of that, right kind of on the top of it, right at the end of it. Okay. And then we're going to do a bobble. Okay. Then we're going to do a honeycomb. And then we're going to do this here. Okay. Let's see if it'll, see if things are caught up here just a second. Like I say, my bobbin's getting super, super full, so let me just see where we're at. I'm gonna bring it down on a peg here. Okay, so there's that bobble. Let's put in, we'll put this in, actually we need a longer piece. have another piece of ribbon over here that I'm going to put in. Let me just get this going here. Okay, there we go. So now I'm going to put in this little pretty piece of ribbon here with a sparkly fiber. That'll look really pretty. And let's put that in right here. So I put it right behind it, and then I hold on to the whole thing for a second till it catches, and then I let go of it. Okay? And right here we're going to do another bobble. There we go. So, look how pretty that looks. Let you guys see that. Look how pretty that looks. I love it. Alrighty. And I'm going to let this go a little bit. Sometimes I let a little bit of the twist go so that I don't get too tight. And then I'm going to put a piece of lock in right here. Which looks really pretty. Go the right way. There we go. And when you put the lock in, you hold the lock. I put in I put it 3/4 away in, and then I hold on to it. And then as soon as I feel it lock in, I let go of it and take that little piece that's left over and just keep putting it in and just keep winding it around, leaving this alone so that it can stay out. And I hope you guys are seeing that the way I'm saying it, because I'm not explaining it very well, but you're also seeing it, so. Okay, let's go. Let's go the right way. There we go. So now we're going to do a bobble. There we go. And then I'm going to let it go, and then I'm going to do a honeycomb. And then we're going to do here. And then I'm going to do a, there we go, a coil. Okay. I kind of wish I would have had a little bit more space in between here and here, but we're fine. But look how cool it looks, though. How cool that looks. Love it. And then we need to have a little bit of room here. We need to spin a little bit more in. Let's spin some in here. And then we're going to let go of some of the tension there. And then I'm going to put in a lock again. I love these locks, you guys, these sheep locks. And you want long ones that are between, like, I don't know, 4 to 6 inches long. I wouldn't even mind getting some that are 8 inches long. I think that would look really pretty. I just ordered some locks. I ordered a pound of locks, of sheep locks. They're coming in the mail. I ordered them on, what did I order them on? eBay? Yeah, I ordered them on eBay. So. And I'm about to order, I found a thing of 3 pounds of sheep locks. And I'm going to order those. The reason the pound that I ordered was $30. And I didn't get as much more money as I was going to get. I'm going to get with the next order that I'm going to put in with this other lady. But I love these locks, though. And I forgot what sheep it is. I need to start writing down these different sheep. So that's why I was willing to pay the $30 for a pound. But I felt like $30 for a pound of locks is, I thought, a good deal. So, as I've been looking at things and buying locks. So, okay. Here we go. What do we want to do next? Okay, we will do, just a second. I think I got to get up a little further on my thing. Yeah, that's what, come on. Okay. Second, my look feels a little tight. There we go. Okay, I think everything's good. Okay, and then let's spin again some fiber mixed with a purple piece of ribbon. And Gotta get going again. Okay, there we go. Let's put this in, put the fibers in. And this, I'm really seeing it as like a cowl slash necklace, like a kind of like a Affinity type of scarf that I can wear as a necklace. That's how I'm kind of seeing this whole thing, which I think would be so pretty to wear with an outfit. There we go. And look how pretty there's that, and that's spun in there. Okay. All right, let's go up here. We'll spin for a little bit longer. This bobbin's getting really full. Okay, next here I want to do, let's do some different techniques. We're going to do a, we're going to do a bobble right here. There we go. Bobble. Nice big bobble. Let's do a honeycomb. Okay, and then let's do some coils. And then, there we go. So let me show you how that looks. Look how cool that looks. Isn't that pretty? Okay, and then just a second, guys. Oh my God, my bobbin is getting so full. It's going crazy because it's getting so full. Oh, wait a minute, I have something hung up. When you have a lot of pieces that are loose, like how I have hanging, you have to be careful because they can catch your bobbin and slow things up. And that might have been what was slowing me up there. Okay, so now I want to spin some more locks in. I'm going to take 2 locks at a time here. Do kind of a lot, which I think will look really pretty. Okay, here we go. Okay, so that's in there, which looks so pretty. Go the right way. There we go. Okay, and now we're going to spin in some fibers. I'm going to do this light purple piece of ribbon and some sparkly fiber together. Put it in behind. Okay. Hold on to oh, come on, go the right way. There we go. Hold on to everything until it catches and let go. And then I'm going to do a bobble. And then I'm just going to spin it out. There we go. Look how pretty all this looks together. Let go. Look how gorgeous that all looks. I'm going to let go of some of the tension right there. There we go. I think that looks gorgeous. Okay, let's just go for a little bit longer. That's getting pretty full up there. I really want to try to fill up my bobbin because I feel like I haven't been filling up my bobbins as much as I should. Because once I take it off the bobbin, once I wind it up, I feel like, oh, I could have put more on the bobbin. So anyway, we're testing it out today and trying to get as much as we can on this bobbin. Okay. So we did a bobble there. I'm going to do a honeycomb next. Okay. Do a honeycomb right here. There we go. Honeycomb. Just speed that on there. Okay, then come over here, and then we're going to do a coil. Okay. Okay, you guys, my camera turned off, so I just want to continue on for a few more minutes. Okay. Let me get back up here. So where we had left off is I had just done get this from unwinding this here. What did I do? Okay. There we go. All right. So we had just done like a bobble. So now, and we just spun out a little bit. So I want to put in a lock. Do I want to do a lock? Yeah. Oh no, actually I don't want to do a lock. I want to do fiber and a ribbon. Then we'll do a lock after that. And then we'll end the video. We've been doing it for like 30 minutes, so. Okay. So then I put that in here. Like that. And here we go. Till it catches and go right over it. Okay. We just spin a little bit longer because we need to create a little bit of distance here. And the reason you need a little bit of distance, and I talk about that, you'll hear me say distance, in between things, is because the distance, like this right here, this space in between here, is where you're going to do that that loose knit stitch that I'm talking about. It's almost like a lace knit stitch because there's a lot of space in between your stitches, so that you can show off all of this kind of stuff. But you need to have that space to do that kind of a loose knit stitch. So that's why I always have, you know, a nice little amount of space in between everything. Didn't I just do a lock? No, I didn't. Okay. So let's do another lock. I thought I just did a lock. See how you lose track of what you're doing, especially when you're talking. Good God. Okay. So we're going to end this session with just going again over, we're going to do a bobble, and then we'll do a honeycomb, and then a coil. Okay. What the heck is this? Okay, I got yarn going everywhere. I want a good long piece. Okay, here we go. Sorry guys. And we need to go to the end of that tail. Okay. So right when I get when I get done spinning a tail in like that, I put this right up on top of where I ended it, just to lock that in just a little bit more, just to give myself a little more security. Okay, so now we're going to do a bobble. There's the bobble. Then we're going to do a honeycomb. Then we're going to have a little bit of space there. Okay, so there's those three techniques right there. And then we're going to end it with coiling. I'm going to let some of that tension go. There we go. And then we're going to end it with some coiling. We got to spin in a little bit more here. I'm going to go over that honeycomb a little bit, because when I let go of the tension, it kind of, I don't know, made that look a little not as tight as it should be. Okay, there we go. So now honeycomb. I mean coiling. There we go. Okay, and then we're going to finish it out like this, like that, and like that. I think that looks awesome. Okay, so let's just look at this really quickly and see what we have. So check that out. Look how pretty that is. Just keep coming off the bobbin a little bit to show you guys how pretty this turns out. I love spinning art yarn. You guys, I remember when I found out about it, I was like, what is art yarn? Oh my God, why is anybody spinning it regular when they can spin this stuff? Well, some people don't enjoy spinning stuff like this. They think it's a mess. But I don't think it's a mess. I think it's a mess of beautifulness. Look how gorgeous this is. I just think this came out so beautiful, you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me take it off the bobbin and wind this up a little bit. Okay. All right, so I'm just gonna wind this back on the bobbin before I make a mess out of things. Just a second, guys. Sorry. And what you do to set all this, just to make sure it sets, all the yarn sets really nice, is put it in hot water, as hot as, oh, I gotta cut it off of the thing. Set it in hot water in your sink, as hot as you can handle it with your hands. And that'll set the yarn really nice. And then I cut this off. I just cut it off right now from this thing, from my yarn that I'm using as a core. And I used to leave a piece on like this because when you are knitting this art yarn, I make a knot, and that's how, one second, that's how I connect it onto, like, once, like, you have so many, okay, let's call it a skein, because that's what they are, skeins of yarn. After you wind this up, that's a skein. So you have to connect your skeins together when you're knitting. Well, there's a technique which everybody knows how to do that when you're knitting, but when you're knitting art yarn, I found the best way is just to do a simple tie it on. Just tie a knot and tie it on. And it works out really, really nice, but you need a little bit of space for that, and so this really helps to have this little bit of space right here. So my yarn here at the end almost wanted to come apart. So what I do is if I get to the end and I didn't lock it down like I thought I did, I just make sure that I put a nice little knot at the end. And it's nice because it doesn't really make a difference, because look at all the other texture I have in here. It's not going to make a bit of difference. But anyway, I think that is just gorgeous. The whole thing just turned out really, really pretty. I'll let you guys take a look at that on the spool. Yeah, I think that just turned out really, really, really pretty. Super excited. So this one's done. I'm gonna go throw this in a pot of, a sink of hot water, as hot as I can stand it with my hands. Sit there for about 15 minutes, and then, and before I do that, I wind this up into a skein by using like a back of a chair, and you just wind it around and around and around and around, and then kind of tie it on on both ends and in the middle, and then go throw it in the hot water, like I said, and then I just put it outside in the beautiful Las Vegas sun, and they'll be ready to knit with. So, and then I'll show you guys what I'm going to be making out of this in an upcoming video. So, all right, you guys, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye. Oh yeah, really quick too, you guys. I'll come in close while I talk. Visit me on Instagram. I really try to post a lot of my art yarn on there. How things look close up. Also, like, you know, how I'm doing on my projects. I like to post on Instagram. So, and what am I? My Fairy Treasures on Instagram also. So, friend me there. I'll friend you back. And really quick, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so. You can give this video a thumbs up. That'd be great. Any comments or questions, leave them below. And I think that's it. I'll talk to you guys next video. Bye.